Oh my gosh, guys, we freaking made it with the Chaser. Look, it doesn't have the full aero kit on the back, but the front looks somewhat okay. And you guys already know, bumpers are for losers, so it is what it is. But welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome to today's video. We're gonna be testing the Chaser. I'm really excited. I don't think I've ever driven a straight Chaser before. Touch wood, because you know, we know that's not gonna last long. It's a drift missile at Ebisu. But put your bets down in the comment section and let's hope that this thing survives this Matsuri. Completely forgot that this thing has ice cold AC, and I'm sitting here and thinking to myself, geez, it's really cold in here. Too cold. That's how good it is. It's actually kind of freaking insane. I'm gonna set the mode so it's crotch fan, because we have a vent here. The lordly spec looks after your groin, ladies and gentlemen. It's blowing nice cold air right here. Perfect. I love that, especially with my SAMMIT short shorts. Anyways, let's get the helmet on. Let's go out there, see what this thing feels like. I don't know what to expect, except I know the front end's gonna feel great and nothing's touching or rubbing. I triple checked everything, retorqued everything. I went and rebled the brakes. I think I'm gonna wanna put a Chase-based dual master boosted elite kit in this. I want the pedal to be more consistent and feel like my comp car and my S15s, because I stopped using boosters a long time ago and I loved it. It's just so much more consistent of a brake feel. Oh, I also kept the air purifier in the back, so that can hopefully filter out some smoke and stop me from coughing as much. Anyways, this has been enough talking. Let's go see what this thing feels like. This hydro doesn't work. I think I might need to re-bleed that. I don't love this. Okay, we've gone and re-bled the hydro. Night and day difference. That's gonna lock up right away. It's really clear by the footage, but the Chaser really didn't want to drift, if that makes sense. Every time I tried to initiate it, it kept trying to straighten itself out. It was very unpredictable, super frustrating, and I definitely couldn't trust it. I was just thinking, geez, the rear end of my car is super gripped up. What's going on? Feels like it's really heavy.
A box full of chain.
Rusty old Toyota, OEM Toyota snow chains. Like heavy. And then the spare wheel still. I thought we took all this out. I think in the rush of getting the car built, we forgot. Yep.
That stuff's so brand new.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe we forgot to take that out. Not making the boost it should. It's like stuck at stock level boost. It's like making 0.6 bar, and we have like 265 Kenders on the back that are at like 0.8 bar. So it's really struggling to spin them. And then I have like a little bit of drive shaft noise I feel coming through the drive line, like just like a vibration. So I'm a little concerned about that if we forgot something. So I'll do another lap just to feel it out. Well, that's that. I can't get this thing to feel good at all.
A few moments later.
All right, so we're back in the car. I fixed the boost issue, which I'll show you in a little bit. It's just, once again, issues between the NA chassis body loom and the turbo engine harness. So that was a little fun to diagnose and figure out where that wire was and fix that. It's a temporary fix for now, but it's working. That's all that matters. Cleaned off the car, got all the mud off from the spin out, and checked over all the arms. I think I'm going to end up adding a fair bit more toe out to the car. I think it's just going to need it. I also want to definitely get some uppers so I can put more camber into this too, because right now we only have like 4 degrees and I really want to get like 6. But yeah, it'll be a little bit of work. Okay, this feels a lot better already. Hell yeah, brother. Yee yee! Let's see what we can get out of it. Back in the mud. Much better. I think we still need to probably just change a little bit more of the alignment, but it's feeling way better already. Still need a fair bit, I think. Might need to change the damper in the front too. But it's feeling a lot better already from what it was when we first went out, that's for sure. All right. So where the car's at right now, it's drivable. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but this is, you know, it's a fresh shell. I can't expect that from it. I definitely want to revisit the alignment in the front a fair bit. Get this feeling a lot better. I don't trust it right now, so I don't think I'm going to be using this at nighttime. I'll probably use the Bogan, and I'm probably not going to be doing tandems with this. I'm driving through problems right now, if that makes sense. So I don't think it's wise for me to use this for tandems. But for the most part though, the car is done. It's driving. It just still needs like some touch-ups, if that makes sense. So I'm still excited that we got to drive this. I've already felt this. The chassis feels incredible. I've never felt a chaser, like I've never driven a straight chaser, and this thing feels really interesting. I don't know how to describe it into words, but it feels really gripped up and together, and it makes me question my old car and how actually messed up the frame was on that. It's pretty interesting. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy the rest of Matsuri. I'm going to go get some food. I haven't eaten, and I've just been diagnosing issues with this. Now that it's driving and I'm happy with where it's at right now for now, we'll leave it. just got back to the hotel and the Matsuri is in full effect. So cool that it lined up with the same weekend as Ebisu Drift Matsuri as well. And of course, I had to jump in the action and ask a local elder on how to do this dance that they were all doing. We struggled at the start, but I think by the end we kind of got the hang of it, but enjoy my embarrassment. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't film much during the day. I ended up giving up on the Chaser and just deciding to focus on driving the Bogan 32. I was in such a bad mood because we put in all this work for the Chaser for it to not be able to perform where I needed it to, and we definitely need to just put it back on the lift and have to go over everything. There's this really strange vibration that has me worried because the only time I've ever felt that vibration before, it feels like it's in the clutch, or the last time I felt something like that was when my crank bent in my comp car. So I'm very worried about that. I don't know if something could have gotten damaged in the crash. Maybe my car was in gear when the car hit me. That can happen. I've heard of that happening before, but I don't know. Regardless, the Bogan is king. I'm feeling better now, and I want to film some nighttime drifting for you guys.
Day.
Welcome to now day 2 of Drift Matsuri, and the Bogan survived all of last night's driving. Look at this thing, absolute beast. Soon I will christen you, stupid Chaser. We need to pour coffee on that one. It actually feels good. You know, you guys know the ritual. But I want to go to Higashi. I want to see how fast we can enter with this thing, try and do a little bit of the fast line. I'm going to set up my iPhone with a GPS in the center so we can also see what our real, like close enough to real speed, entry speed is and stuff, because I think the GPS sensor got damaged on my dash. But otherwise, I don't know, I'm just excited to drive this thing, do a few more tracks, and then the other, something else I thought that was kind of cool is I rolled these fenders so much that I can actually fit like 9.5J wheels on these now, and the same wheels that were on the Chaser. So I've just been using all the Chaser tires that I mounted, which has been nice. They poke a little bit, but they tuck in there quite nice with how we have the suspension set up right now. So that's kind of a win. And then later on, I want to do some more drift lessons with Riley. He's been doing a bunch yesterday. You did a bunch of laps yesterday, right?
I wouldn't say laps, but I spent a long time in the
doing circles and eights.
Circles. I'm trying to get the like wide, the back end of the skid pad.
That's perfect.
Yeah. That's
Otherwise, the car's been great, flawless.
For what it is, yeah.
That's great. Awesome. So we'll probably spend do like a 20-minute lesson later on.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Fantastic. All right, I'm going to Higashi.
Have fun.
Let's see what we can do, guys. That bumper there, that is sketchy. Oh, that bumper was sketchy there. 162 was the max we could go just then. I'm running out of gearing. I might need to click 5th. Yeah, 5th doesn't really want to work. I think sticking with 4th is a better idea. I'd rather honestly Sampatsu it. I'll do a Sampatsu. My handbrake stopped working entirely. That's wild. Whoa, that was insane.
A few moments later.
And Neve just rocked up and she has this great idea that we should drive together.
It's a good idea.
We're either gonna love this or regret it.
It's gonna be chaos. Last night was good, so.
Last night was great,
Yeah,
not gonna
chaos
lie.
driving.
Both of our cars are in one piece, let's go. Although, yeah, it should be right. Oh, this is either gonna be a great idea or a bad idea. Won't know until we do it. I'm okay. Engine off, I'm okay. I'm okay. But holy shit, I lost my front end. Holy, I'm okay. I'm okay. Woo! We're safe. Oh my God, that's my first big crash, I think. Like my first big proper one. What happened to my front end? Let's find out. Let's see, will it move? Let's see if I can get it off track. That was wild, eh? I lost my front end proper. I love how like before I was like, this is either gonna be a great idea or a bad idea. Next minute. This is wild, eh? Great crash. Oh my God. Everything's bent and broken for sure. Woo! Well, that's the Bogan for you. I called it. I literally called this, guys. Bogan's done. Doesn't look bad right now, but if you see this, struts moved a ton. Unfortunately, I couldn't rotate it enough. She's cooked. Luckily the drive chain's good and I got another 32 we can put this in. But man, I literally called it when I went out and I was pushing myself. I don't really know what happened. I think combination of a few things, but as I came in there at full speed and I did the initiation, I kind of lost my fronts. I don't know if it's just because the rear had more grip than the front. I don't know, but I lost my fronts. The video, I can see myself full angle and I just couldn't save it. Like I had no throttle in there. I was waiting, hoping it was gonna come back, but it didn't. And then at that point, I just spun it around, tried to send the rear into the wall and then just put my hands out off the wheel and let it kind of happen because there was no saving it. But you can see this whole thing is towed out crazy. My tow arm is bent, but I don't know if that rear wheel hit the guardrail, to be honest. So that's interesting. Some Japanese guy was saying that how my car like flicked off there was really weird, and he thought that maybe my hike, like if I had a hiker's cancel bar, it broke, and that's what sent me. But I think it was just me pushing too hard and then losing my front end. Still, it's a little sucky because we put a ton of work into this thing recently at the cage, but we do have another, the black line's hilarious, it goes all the way up there. We do have another shell we can use. And I'll hunt around and just see if there's anything I can do to save this, but I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. That's pretty bad, to be honest. The strut's moved and everything. And if I can get another 4-door cheap, I'll just do that. This sucks though. These plates took a while to get, and then when I welded them in, that was a fair bit of work. I really like this car. Bummer. I'm just glad I'm okay. Oh well, that's my Matsuri. If you look here, this is completely kinked, the whole top of the coilover. This is kinked up in here, you see that? And then, this is wild. My wheel is jammed here, jammed against the coilover, and this lower arm is so far bent from here all the way here, and then look at this tension arm, completely mushroomed. Absolutely insane. All right, so the plan is, the staff gave me this. It's like a homemade wheel dolly. I'm gonna jack up the car, sit that on there, and then I can move it in one car park, and then Lewis will pick it up tomorrow, put it in storage for me until I can come back with the loaded truck, because we gotta take the Chaser back to the shop. But yeah, kind of sucks, not gonna lie. But the good thing is I do have a papered 4-door Skyline shell at the front of my shop, don't I, guys? So maybe 2 birds, 1 stone, bring back the Bogan, and also abandoned R32 lives again. Yeah.
Okay, we're good?
Okay, lowering. Flat spotted the hell out of that tire though. I can't believe I called it. Literally called it. It was just something in the air, man. This is where we're gonna leave the 32 for now. I'll lock it up, give the keys to Lewis and the Sideways Experience guys. Sad. But at the end of the day, it'll be all right, I think. Ah, man, I was having so much fun. We just loaded up the Chaser on the truck, and we're gonna go catch the last of the Ebisu chaos, the last few minutes. Hopefully there's some trains. It's been pretty quiet though, this Matsuri. We literally just got here, and it just ended because there's been a huge crash. That's Matsuri for you, man. This is so funny. Susumu just drove in from the track, missing his whole front wheel, and Ebisu staff just brought it to him now. Dude's crazy. He's always the crazy guy. If you've been to a Matsuri, you know Susumu. Matsuri! Yeah! I'm back home. It's really late, but I'm trying to get this video out for you guys. First of all, I'm okay. Everyone else is okay. No one else got involved in the accident, which is amazing. That was my first concern the moment the car did that, and I started realizing very quickly that I wasn't going to be able to save it. It's so bizarre because I don't really fully understand how or why it happened the way that it did, except for I was just being stupid, driving like a menace, trying to push myself, trying to push the car, and the saxophones were already really loud, but I still went out and did it. So I really only have myself to blame. It's a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just a combination of a bunch of things, you know. I guess, first of all, why did I go back out when I knew my handbrake wasn't working properly? Second of all, the gearing wasn't right, and you can see in the crash clip, I try to initiate the Sanpatsu on the left, right? I clutch kick at the top of 4th gear, which obviously is going to do nothing because I'm at the top of gear, so there's no like rev there for it to actually do the clutch kick. So it does absolutely nothing. And then I go in, I'm like, oh, I'll just save this with the handbrake. But obviously my handbrake's not working properly. I think it did engage a little bit. And then, yeah, it just did what it did. I don't think anything broke. I think it was just unfortunate because like I had the fronts aired up quite a lot to like 3 bar. So I think it was just a combination of the speed and then how that all went down. And then I'm thinking once it happens, I'm like, oh, it's okay. We'll do this for a few seconds and the rear end will come back around. But it didn't. Like I was like, oh, this would just be an awkward backy kind of thing there and we'll be able to then reinitiate back into the corner. But when I realized it wasn't going to come back and it just kept going in that direction, I was like, oh crap, I need to get out of the way of everyone behind me because I didn't obviously know how close they were to me or what, or if I had room to just spin the car around and try to save it. So I just kind of committed and then waited till we started getting closer to the wall and off the track where I knew we were out of the way, started rotating the wheel, saw that we were about to impact and then just let go of the wheel. Honestly, I'm so glad that how it happened, everything slowed down in my head and I did everything that I've been taught to do, because that could have been really, really bad. And it was really, really bad for someone on Saturday who had the exact same situation happen and went straight into that same spot. I was showing and talking with Kuma Kubo-san, the owner of Ebisu, afterwards, and he said that that person unfortunately did break his wrist because he didn't let go of the steering wheel and before the impact. So it's honestly super fortunate. Really glad no one else got hurt. But yeah, it's important in these situations that we look at what we're learning from it, right? And then that way we can move forward. I learned a lot. When the saxophones get loud, don't go out and drive with your friends and don't go out and drive with Neve. That's a really bad idea apparently, but all jokes aside, I love driving with her. She's great. And I always have a good time driving with the Sideways Experience guys. But it was just funny, you know, like can't help but laugh at it about it. Also, one good thing about this is I get to shell swap the Bogan 32, which has been on my to-do list for a long time now. As you guys know, we bought that car as a non-papered car, and non-paper cars in Japan, they can only ever be a missile. And sometimes you can use them in some grassroots events like I've been doing, but once you try and do any other proper official comps, you have to have papers for the car. It can't be a non-papered car. The whole story with the car is like we bought it from Josh, obviously, and then it did come with the paperwork that shows who previously owned it. And then what we did was we took that information, found out where they lived with the address and started knocking on doors and asking people that lived there about it. And then we actually found the owner of that property because it was a rental. And the story was that the person who owned the car had passed away. There's no family or anything that inherited it or wanted to do the paperwork for the car, and the car had just sat on this owner's property for a long time. And eventually they had to wait a certain amount of time would pass so that then they could sell the car and get rid of it. But it's sold as a non-papered car. So it can never be registered again, and it can't be used for proper official comps or anything, right? So the Bogan 32 for me was initially, I bought it as a parts car for the abandoned 32, take everything out of it and put into the abandoned 32 to save that car. But then we obviously went to blow up the engine and put a big turbo on that single cam engine, and it worked too well. And then we started enjoying the car, and then things kind of escalated. And then next thing you know, it became what it did. It became the Baller 32. And it was just like this fun car that we built that didn't really have a purpose, but I could be very, very like menacing in it, you know, like it was a car that I was able to push myself in and experiment with. We did that strut tower conversion thing to Sylvia struts and stuff, and it was really cool. So in the back of my head, I always knew that I was gonna have to wait for something to happen to the car. So I purposely always pushed myself in that car, not hoping I would crash, but kind of like knowing that it would lead to its demise earlier, if that makes sense. So that then we could swap it into the abandoned 32 that had papers. And then everything would be sick and we'd be able to use the car for proper comps in the future. We'll be able to even maybe street register the car and things would be all good. So that's kind of my silver lining with it, is now we do get to shell swap it. And trust me, I don't think it's not worth repairing this thing. There's some footage that I'll show you of how bad the damage is, like sections where the strut tower section is actually being torn off the firewall that we didn't get to show you in the video because I didn't notice it till afterwards. But yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Just that spot where it hit just really messed stuff up. But anyways, guys, I'm sorry. Bogan 32 is done. Rest in peace. But at the same time, a safe word for the end of this video is Bogan. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Little bit of a sore neck once again, but I'm okay. Like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching till the end. Once again, I apologize for how the Bogan 32 went out. It's a little embarrassing, but we all need those moments to bring us back down, right? Like, comment, share, subscribe again. Go get the FD support pack. The pre-order window closes at the end of this month, so very soon. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Jamata.